Can you read people? Have you ever trusted someone who seemed sincere, only to realize later that they were manipulative and toxic? Have you ever been deceived by words that sounded genuine but masked hidden intentions? Most people rely solely on verbal communication, ignoring the body language, micro-expressions, and gestures that reveal much more about a person's true nature. This lack of awareness can make you an easy target for toxic individuals, manipulators, and narcissists who exploit your blind spots. The Stoics emphasized the importance of perception and discernment in human interactions. Epictetus once said, "Man is disturbed not by things, but by the views he takes of them." This means that misjudging people based on their words alone can lead to suffering and unnecessary conflict. Instead of reacting emotionally, a Stoic observes carefully, reading between the lines and identifying behavioral patterns before making judgments. In today's world, we are bombarded with false personas, manipulative speech, and social deception. The ability to interpret non-verbal communication is a skill that can protect you from toxic relationships, workplace drama, and social manipulation. Recognizing signs of deception, false confidence, and emotional inconsistency can be the difference between maintaining peace of mind and falling into cycles of stress and conflict. The key is to stop relying solely on words and start focusing on the silent language people unconsciously express. A smile may be fake, a compliment may be insincere, and a promise may be empty, but the body, the eyes, and the tone of voice often reveal the truth. As Marcus Aurelius advised, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. The quality of your thoughts improves when you sharpen your emotional intelligence, develop social awareness, and learn to detect hidden agendas and emotional inconsistencies before they cause harm. In the following sections, we will explore how to decode body language, facial expressions, and vocal tones to understand people on a deeper level. Most importantly, we will see how Stoic wisdom can help you stay calm and rational when dealing with toxic individuals and social manipulation. The danger of trusting only words. Words can be deceiving. A manipulator can say all the right things, but their body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice often tell a different story. Have you ever met someone who seemed kind and charismatic, only to later discover they were a toxic person? This happens because we are conditioned to focus on verbal communication while ignoring the non-verbal cues that reveal a person's true nature. Narcissists, manipulators, and toxic individuals are experts in using words as a tool of deception. They play on your emotions, tell you what you want to hear, and craft a perfect image of themselves. But their body, their tone of voice, and their micro-expressions often betray their real intentions. They may smile, but their eyes lack warmth. They may flatter you, but their tone lacks sincerity. Their words may seem confident, but their posture and gestures show hidden insecurity. Stoic philosophy teaches us to be cautious and observant. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "The opinion of 10,000 men is of no value if none of them know the truth." What this means in practice is that the way someone speaks does not define who they are. Only their actions and consistent behavior do. A Stoic does not get swayed by flattery, exaggerated praise, or emotional manipulation. Instead, they remain calm, analytical, and focused on reality. When dealing with people, look beyond their words. Pay attention to subtle signs of dishonesty, inconsistencies in their emotions, and moments when their verbal and non-verbal communication do not align. Someone who pretends to care but avoids eye contact, gives delayed reactions, or frequently changes their story is showing you signs of deception. If you want to avoid being manipulated, start reading between the lines. Observe, don't assume, Listen, but verify. Words are easy to fake. True intentions are not. How to read people with accuracy. If words can deceive, then how can you truly understand a person's real intentions? The answer lies in observing body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice. Most people focus solely on what is said, but non-verbal communication reveals emotions that cannot be easily controlled. This is why manipulators and toxic people may appear charming, but their inconsistent behaviors expose their hidden motives. One of the most powerful Stoic practices is sharpening your awareness of reality. Epictetus taught, first learn the meaning of what you say and then speak. Similarly, we should first learn to see what people truly mean before trusting their words. If you pay attention, you can notice small, yet revealing details in how someone behaves. Here are 3 critical areas to observe when reading people. The eyes. Genuine emotions are often reflected in the eyes. If someone's eyes seem lifeless, avoid eye contact or contradict their facial expressions. It's a red flag. Manipulative people may pretend to be interested in you, but their gaze feels distant and detached. Facial expressions. A real smile involves the entire face, while a fake smile only moves the lips, leaving the eyes emotionless. Inconsistencies between expressions and words indicate hidden emotions or dishonesty. Tone of voice. A person's voice reveals more than their words. People who lie or manipulate often display inconsistent vocal patterns, sudden changes in pitch, or a forced enthusiasm that doesn't match their message. Stoics understood the importance of emotional detachment and observation. Instead of reacting impulsively, they focused on listening beyond words. By training yourself to recognize discrepancies between words and behavior, you develop emotional intelligence and social awareness. This allows you to protect yourself from toxic relationships, narcissistic manipulation, and deceptive individuals. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, look beneath the surface. Let not the several qualities of a thing, nor its worth, escape thee. Identifying manipulators and toxic people. Toxic individuals and manipulators do not introduce themselves as such. They hide behind charm, flattery, and false empathy, waiting for the right moment to take advantage of your trust. However, if you pay attention, you can recognize subtle warning signs that reveal their true nature. One of the key principles in Stoic philosophy is to avoid being ruled by emotions. Seneca warned, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This means that many people allow themselves to be emotionally manipulated simply because they fail to see reality for what it is. If you learn to observe without emotional bias, you can detect toxic behaviors before they cause harm. Here are some common traits of manipulators and toxic individuals. They play the victim constantly. Toxic people often portray themselves as victims in every situation. They shift blame onto others, manipulate your empathy, and make you feel guilty for things that aren't your responsibility. They use fake praise and subtle criticism. At first, they might shower you with compliments to gain your trust. But over time, they introduce passive-aggressive remarks that make you question yourself. Their goal is to weaken your confidence and create dependency. They change behavior. When they lose control. When a manipulator realizes they cannot control you, their demeanor shifts. They might become distant, defensive, or suddenly attack your character. This shift is a major red flag. Stoicism teaches that emotional detachment is the key to dealing with toxic individuals. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Instead of reacting emotionally to manipulation, take a rational and composed approach. If you recognize these manipulative tactics, do not engage emotionally. Instead, set firm boundaries, avoid unnecessary confrontation, and distance yourself when necessary. Toxic people thrive on chaos, insecurity, and emotional reactions. By staying calm and observant, you strip them of their power. The importance of emotional intelligence and awareness. Understanding toxic people and manipulators is only the first step. To truly protect yourself, you need to develop emotional intelligence, self-awareness, and a rational mindset. Without these skills, you will continue to fall into the same traps, repeating patterns of trust and betrayal. Stoic philosophy teaches that the only thing we truly control is our own mind. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This is the foundation of emotional resilience. You cannot stop toxic individuals from existing, but you can control how you respond to them. The key to avoiding manipulation is to observe without reacting emotionally. Toxic people feed off of chaos, insecurity, and emotional outbursts. If you become defensive or try to reason with them, you fall into their psychological trap. Instead, adopt these strategies. Stay neutral. When confronted with a manipulative person, remain calm and emotionally detached. Do not engage in arguments or justify yourself. This is exactly what they want. Set boundaries. A toxic person will constantly push your limits, testing how much they can control you. Be firm and consistent in your responses. If they disrespect your boundaries, walk away. Trust actions, not words. Many manipulators use words as weapons. Instead of believing what they say, observe what they do. A person's consistent behavior is the only true measure of their character. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." A Stoic mindset means that you do not waste energy on toxic individuals. Instead, you focus on protecting your inner peace, recognizing manipulation early, and distancing yourself from those who do not add value to your life. By mastering emotional intelligence and self-awareness, you gain control over your relationships, career, and personal well-being. Toxic people lose their power over you the moment you stop reacting to their games. How to use this knowledge to your advantage. Recognizing toxic people and manipulators is not enough. The real power comes from using this knowledge to protect yourself, build better relationships, and cultivate a strong, rational mindset. The more you understand nonverbal communication, emotional intelligence, and social awareness, the less likely you are to fall into psychological traps. Stoicism teaches us to act with wisdom and control. Seneca wrote, "He who is brave is free." Freedom from manipulation comes when you no longer allow others to dictate your emotions or reactions. You become resilient, grounded, and impossible to control. To apply this in your daily life, remember these key principles. Observe before trusting. Pay attention to people's actions, body language, and consistency over time. Do not rush to trust someone based on their words alone. Detach emotionally from manipulators. Toxic people thrive on emotional responses. The more neutral and composed you remain, the less power they have over you. Prioritize your mental peace. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You have to assemble your life action by action." This means that every choice, who you engage with, who you trust, and what you react to, shapes your future. By mastering social awareness and emotional control, you make better decisions, avoid unnecessary conflicts, and build a life surrounded by genuine, supportive people. Toxic individuals lose their grip on you the moment you stop engaging with their manipulations. Want to improve your ability to read people? Start today. Observe, analyze, and protect your peace. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more content on Stoicism, personal growth, and mental resilience.